What's up guys, Josh from Upright Health. Today we're going to go over one very common cause of back pain and we're going to give you an exercise to fix it. So this exercise is going to help you unlock a lot of range of motion in your spine, and it's going to help you get a stronger, healthier, more functional back. Now, if you haven't already, we put together a video package with exercises and different techniques that you can use if you have back pain or if you just want to make your spine a lot healthier and stronger. So that link will be on the screen or in the description. Be sure to check that out after the video. One of the things that we often find as a big cause of back pain is that the spine becomes very stiff and it's not able to move correctly. So what happens is when your upper back becomes very stiff from sitting at a desk all day and driving and just not getting a lot of movement, whenever you need to move around, what happens is you're basically just moving from your lower back here, right? And the upper back just becomes more and more stiff and never gets actual movement here, right? So what we're gonna be doing today in this exercise is we're trying to disassociate the upper spine from the lower spine, right? So we're trying to get some movement and unlock some of this upper back area so then we can use that movement more when we're doing exercise or just throughout our everyday activities, okay? So this is very, very important. And if you find yourself as one of these people that has become very, very stiff and every time you move or do anything, it's all through the lower back, then you definitely want to put a lot of time into doing this exercise along with any others that you find on our channel as well. Let's get to the exercise. This exercise is called a side-lying windmill. So you're just going to need something to put in between your knees. A yoga block works great, or a foam roller, anything that mimics something like this. So you're going to come down on your side and we are going to put this yoga block in between the knees here, okay? Now, some people also do this exercise like this with the knee draped over. That's fine. I actually like to use this method a little bit more because it helps us put some tension in between the legs here, okay? So I'm gonna start here with my arms like so, reached over. So pretty much right now, my hips are stacked on top of each other, my shoulders are stacked on top of each other. Now from here, what I'm gonna do is this windmill portion, okay? So I'm gonna take my hand and I'm going to make a half circle all the way around here, trying to keep my arm, hand, shoulder as low to the ground as I can. And I'm gonna get about to this half circle and I'm gonna pause here and then I'm gonna come back, okay? So that's the windmill. So now let's talk about what we need to focus on while we're doing this. Well, one of the big ones is, like I said, keeping tension here on this block. Now what we don't want to happen is this top knee to slide over, because that means that the hips are sliding over and that we're actually getting movement from the lower back. And we discussed earlier, we don't want movement from the lower back. We want to keep this, boom, firm and in place, and all the movement is coming from our upper back in this, okay? So we're here, we come over, I'm going to really put some tension here on this block, and I'm also going to keep some tension in my lower core area to make sure that my hips don't open up too much, okay? Here. So I'm disassociating. I'm keeping tension here to keep this locked in, and then I'm asking my upper back and my shoulder to release, stretch, and do this windmill motion, okay? Now, what you might find if you're very stiff is it might look something like this. Right? Can't keep the hand down, can't get that shoulder down. Now, that's fine. That's just an indicator that you're very, very stiff and that you should probably do this a little bit more, okay? So let's go one more time here. I want to show you guys something else that you can do. Is we start here, we unwrap, and now if you get to a point here where you feel a lot of restriction, sometimes it's right around here,
as you're coming past the head, go ahead and just pause in this area and just sit there and see if you can get that shoulder to relax and sit down a little bit. Maybe even get the elbow get the elbow closer down to the ground, okay? Then you can finish your circle and come back. Now, you're gonna feel a lot of stretch in the chest here, the shoulder. You might feel some stretch in the lats, some other muscles in the back, right? Whatever you're feeling is correct, and if you have a limitation in range of motion, then you just need to do it more and more to try to unlock it more and more. All right, guys, if you found that you have some restriction in this exercise, then start doing it about every other day and do it for 2 to 3 sets of about 8 reps on each side, or the side that you find is more restricted. And like I mentioned before, if this exercise did help you out, then you definitely want to check out our video package of other exercises and techniques that are going to help you improve your spinal health. That's the video. I want you to remember that pain sucks, life shouldn't.